Hello everybody, welcome to this next World War II video with me, Spartan G Gaming, and in today's video I'm going to help you guys get Bloodthirstys. So if the copper camo is something that you're still looking to unlock for the majority of weapons that require them, then I'm going to help you through that today. Also as well, if you're still on your journey to unlocking the gold, diamond and chrome camo, then this is one of the challenges obviously you'll need to complete in order to carry on with your journey for that. But the most important reason I'm making this video today for, guys, is to remind you of the rules to Bloodthirstys. There are several of them, so we're going to go through them very shortly. First of all, we're going to get a setup and select a division. Now, there are 6 divisions to select from. I've maxed out with every single division, and I've played them enough and experimented with them and run them into the ground to let you guys know that every single one of these divisions can in some way help you get the 5 kills you need without dying in getting your Bloodthirsty. It's entirely up to you which one you select. I'm going to leave that to you guys. But the majority of the divisions, there are certain weapons that suit them. So depending on what weapon you're trying to get the Bloodthirsty for, you can mix and match the weapon for division if you want, or you can carry on with the weapon that suits the division. It's up to you to work that out, guys, but every single one of these benefits on every single division can some way help you with getting Bloodthirstys. It's up to you which way you prefer to play. If there was a division that I could recommend for you, for me personally, I would go with the Mountain Division. I love the sneaky, stealthy approach when going for Bloodthirstys because you need to get 5 kills without dying. So the last thing we want to be doing is being seen on the map, enemy knows where we are, they're going to kill us in between the 5 kills that we need. So you're always invisible to enemy recon aircraft with Mountain Division, hidden to player controlled streaks and silent movement. It's up to you if you want to go with that and try it out, guys, and see what I mean. Now, the game modes that are good for Bloodthirstys. As you know, there are many game modes to select from. The game modes that I'm flicking through here, guys, are all going to help you in some way to get the 5 kills you need without dying when you're going for your Bloodthirstys. It's just entirely up to you which game mode you prefer. If you prefer core mode or hardcore, that's entirely up to you guys. I'm going to let you select the game mode that you prefer when going for Bloodthirstys. There's only one game mode I'd recommend you stay away from, and that's actually Search and Destroy. Now, Search and Destroy is a brilliant game to go in, but not when you're going for Bloodthirstys. Search and Destroy has 4 rounds. Okay, more again depending on if you're losing or winning. But at the end of every round, they're classed as different games, so it's not going to be classed as one towards the 5 you need. Now, the recommended game mode that I would recommend you go into is Domination. We do have an end round, but there's plenty enough time for the first round before it ends to get the Bloodthirstys you need. The reason I love Domination for, though, is the fact that when playing Domination, you have a really good understanding of where the enemy spawning area is, and also when enemy are capturing your points, you know exactly where they are. I love Domination, which is why I recommended it to you, but it's up to you if you select it. Now we're going to select a perk. Now there are 23 perks to choose from. Again, it's entirely up to you which one you prefer, but I can now tell you now, guys, that every single one of these perks are near enough in some way going to contribute and help you in getting your Bloodthirstys. It's just up to you what you prefer. I actually prefer Hustle when going for the Bloodthirstys because I want to make sure that I'm reloading faster. And also you can reload faster while you're sprinting with this perk. But again, it's up to you what you want to prefer to use. Now, equipping attachments. You can if you want, guys. There are certain attachments that can help you with getting Bloodthirstys, but if there was anyone I was going to recommend to you, it'd be extended mags. You're never really going to run out of bullets with extended mags. It's going to give you enough time to have enough bullet supply so you can get the 5 kills you need without dying. But again, it's up to you whatever attachment you want to select. Now we're going on to the Bloodthirsty Rules. This is what many of you forget. The first rule of getting Bloodthirstys. Remember, if you are going to play Domination, Domination has 2 rounds. As I've already said to you before, when you do come to the end of a round, it's going to be classed as a different match. So for an example, if you got 4 kills in the first round and your score reached 100 and the round ends, you then go into the second round, you carry on, you get the next kill you need, which has now got you 5 kills without dying, you will still see your Bloodthirsty medal appear in front of you. But it's not going to be actually contributed towards one of the 5 Bloodthirstys you need because actually that end of round is classed as a different match. So you've got to remember that. But Domination is a brilliant game mode to play in for Bloodthirsties. As I said, you're going to have a really good idea of where the enemy is spawning from. When the enemy are capturing points, you know exactly where they are, and this can be really good in getting the 5 kills you need without dying. I love Domination. I probably wouldn't play any other game, even though I have an experiment with them, and there are other game modes, as I said, that you can get Bloodthirsties in, but Domination seems to be the better one personally for me. There are many ways as well that you can get Bloodthirsties, as you know, guys. I'm going to leave that to you. Depends on what way you play, what tactical way you like to play. You can go charging in like a bull. You can camp around, guys. There are many ways. And, you know, sometimes you can get Bloodthirsties in the space of about 10 seconds. Sometimes it will take you a little bit longer. But the aim is to try and make sure that you're getting the 5 kills without dying, getting those 5 kills with the weapon that you're trying to get the Bloodthirsty for. Also as well, not only are you going to get that lovely copper camo unlocked, but once you reach 30 Bloodthirsty medals, you will also get these calling cards unlocked. So if you're on your journey, like me, to getting all these calling cards, mastery of them 100%, the Bloodthirsties will help towards this. So this is just reminding you guys that you will get other rewards when getting Bloodthirsties other than the copper camo. Okay, so now we're going into the second rule. The second rule of getting Bloodthirsty is to try and prevent yourself from using your lethals and your tacticals. Now, having a lethal and a tactical is brilliant. We know it can get kills. There are 5 lethals that you can choose from, and there are also 4 tacticals. And believe it or not, a tactical, if you hit the enemy on a head with this, without the actual detonation of that tactical, can actually kill an enemy. So you've got to be careful. So now we're going into some gameplay in why I'm trying to prevent you from using your lethals and tacticals. Now, by this stage, when you get to your Bloodthirsties, like me, you'll probably be so used to using your lethals and your tacticals. Okay, you're in habit of using them. But now you've got to remember that you're going for Bloodthirsties. If you did get a kill from a tactical or a lethal, it would not be contributed again 1 towards the 5 that you need for the Bloodthirsty. You can go on all day getting kills with lethals and tacticals. Okay, it's really not a problem, guys, but it will not register towards one of the 5 Bloodthirsties you need. So again, I'm just trying to prevent you, just while using and going for the Bloodthirsties, try not to use your lethals, tacticals, because you won't get a Bloodthirsty. Well, you will see the Bloodthirsty appear in front of you, you'll get the medal, but it won't be contributed, as I said, towards one of the 5 you need. Now, I'm not trying to prevent you guys from using them as a whole. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to prevent you from using them just while you're going for the Bloodthirsty, because getting kills with the tacticals and with the lethals can, again, give you great rewards. Okay, so we're going to go through some of them rewards again now, just in case you forget or you haven't seen them or you just don't know. But again, if you're going for your calling cards, 100% mastery, you know, the lethals and tacticals do have their own calling cards and XP that you can unlock. These are some of them. So again, you can use them, but I'm just trying to prevent you using them just while you're going for the 5 Bloodthirsties that you need for that particular weapon that you're trying to get your Bloodthirsty for. But try and get those to 100% as well. The calling cards, guys, try and get those masteries. They are really cool when you get them, and you get plenty of XP as well, as I said. So now we're on to the third rule. This is now preventing yourself from butting the enemy. Now, this is actually fun. I hate saying I want to prevent you from doing this because, you know, we do like to come up behind the enemy. We do like to butt them. It's fun as well if you're playing core mode. They can watch it back and see you butting them. And it is a lot of fun just actually butting the weapon with whatever, you know, enemy you're butting the weapon with. But again, if you did butt the enemy with your weapon in between getting the 5 kills you need for the Bloodthirsty, it will not contribute 1 towards the 5 you need. The only thing it's going to do is give you a calling card once you've butted 10 enemy. Okay, so that's really good. But again, it's not going to help you towards the Bloodthirsty. Now the fourth rule. Prevent swapping your weapons. By the stage, again, you're up to the Bloodthirsties. You'll probably be so used to swapping your weapons. Sometimes we swap weapons when our primary weapon has run out of bullets, or maybe you'll swap to your secondary weapon. And it's just, again, a habit thing that we do. But you've got to try and prevent yourself from using another weapon other than the weapon that you're trying to get the Bloodthirsties for. This coincides as well with trying to prevent yourself from picking up enemy weapons as well. So you're trying to swap your weapon, and you're trying to swap it with an enemy weapon. Now again, by this stage, you'll probably get used to picking up enemy weapons because you want to, if you're playing core mode, show the enemy that you're killing them with their weapon. That's fun, guys. There's no harm in doing that. But again, if you did get a kill with an enemy weapon, other than the weapon you're trying to get the Bloodthirsty for, it won't contribute towards one of the 5 you need. So try and prevent yourself from doing that just while you're doing the Bloodthirsties. But in the meantime, guys, while you're not going for the Bloodthirsties, again, there are calling cards to be earned. And there's XP to be earned as well. So go for the 100% mastery on the humiliation if you want to do that with the picking up of the enemy weapons. But just try and prevent yourself from picking up the enemy weapons and while you're going for the Bloodthirsties. The 5th rule, guys. Now preventing earning a Merciless. Now there's nothing better than going on to getting a Merciless or a Ruthless. It makes us look good, it feels good as well, and some games will allow you to do that because of the opposition that you're up against. Sometimes it's easy to get Mercilesses. But again, if you did go on, other than getting the Bloodthirsty that you need, like I'm showing you here, guys, and you go on to getting a Merciless, remember the extra 5 kills you got after the Bloodthirsty are not going to be classed as another Bloodthirsty. It's a Merciless, not a Bloodthirsty. Now, you've got to be careful with this because, again, it's going to be a waste of time. That 5 kills that you got added to make the Merciless could have been another 5 kills, you know, for a Bloodthirsty. So don't waste your time with it. All I'd say is while you're going for the Bloodthirsty with that particular weapon, try and prevent yourself getting your Mercilesses. Try and kill yourself at the end of the first Bloodthirsty so you can then get another 5 kills and actually register another Bloodthirsty. Now the 6th rule. Prevent using score streaks if you can, guys, again, when going for Bloodthirsties. Now, score streaks are amazing. They're brilliant. We need them in gameplay because they can take over a game. They can actually win games for us. Now, I've already got my paratroopers out here. We're in charge of the game at the moment, and I've got no end of score streaks that I'm using. I've just got my Bloodthirsty, but that's not going to be classed as 1 towards the 5 that I need for this particular weapon because my paratroopers got most of the kills. Now I do go on here, I've got my Carpet Bomb and Run unlocked as well, and I'm using all my score streaks at the moment, which are going to give me masses of kills. Now I actually do go on to get a Merciless and a Ruthless. Now again, that's all brilliant, getting your Mercilesses and Ruthlesses, but remember that only the first 5 kills with any weapon that you get are only going to be classed as a Bloodthirsty. If you get kills within that Bloodthirsty from anything else, and we're talking score streaks now, it's not going to be classed as 1 towards the 5 you need. So all I'm trying to prevent you from doing, guys, is using your score streaks just while you're going for your Bloodthirsties. Try and get your Bloodthirsty first with the weapon that you're trying to get it for, and then use your score streaks after. But again, there's lovely rewards and calling cards to be earned in the killer section for getting Mercilesses and Ruthlesses, like I said before. Now, the 7th rule. Shooting enemy paratroopers, this is one most people forget, is not going to be contributed towards one of the 5 you need. Now, I've just got a kill on the enemy there. In a very short while, you'll hear the commentator say that the enemy has paratroopers inbound. Now, that is not a problem, okay? But what I'm trying to remind you guys of is when you are in a game where enemy have got paratroopers, you have to remember that when you get a kill on a paratrooper, you're not even going to get a kill, let alone add it 1 towards the 5 that you need. You won't even get no points for it. It is very frustrating. The only thing you can do is to actually shoot them to prevent them shooting you if you are still on your journey to, getting that 5 kills you need without dying. This stage here, I've just killed an enemy. The paratroopers are now available. They're out in the game. There we go. We've just killed one. Now, if he'd have killed me, that would have been a stop to my 5 kills without dying. But I've just killed him. It hasn't added 1 towards the 5 I need. Okay, so on this occasion, the next 4 kills that I get now are going to be on the enemy, not the paratroopers, the actual enemy I need to shoot, and it still registers as a Bloodthirsty, but I'll need to get 6 kills in total, if that makes sense. But it still registers towards 1 of the 5 that I need from a Bloodthirsty. But the paratroopers, when I shot him, just didn't register, guys. It just doesn't count. You don't get any points for it. And like I said, it's very frustrating. The only thing it benefits is the actual player that has called in the enemy troops, because obviously they're going to get points for every time they shoot our teammates, and that's the only thing that it benefits. But us having to shoot the paratroopers does nothing. But you're going to have to work your way through that, guys. And in this occasion, like I said, I had to get 6 kills to get the Bloodthirsty, if that makes sense. And another video I'm just going to show you here again. We're in another match here on the St. Marie Dumont map. And again, the enemy are going to get paratroopers in. I have to actually kill quite a few here, which again, you'll see that it doesn't even come on the feed when you kill a paratrooper. But it's frustrating because when an enemy kills you, it's classed as a death. but you killing a paratrooper doesn't actually get classed as a kill. You don't get any points for it. It doesn't come up in the feed, so it's very frustrating. So the only thing you can do when you know you've got enemy paratroopers around is just to kill the majority of them, and you're just going to have to put up with it. The only thing is you might give away your position, so you've got to be careful, because the enemy who has got the paratroopers out don't want you to obviously shoot their paratroopers, so you've got to be careful they don't come to your position. But as you see there, I had to work my way through quite a few paratroopers, but remember they do not contribute towards one of the 5 you need when you shoot a paratrooper. But you will get great rewards as well in killing all those paratroopers. And the final rule, guys, okay, get 5 kills with only the weapon you need for Bloodthirstys. People forget this, but you have to just use the weapon, guys, that you need Bloodthirstys for. So just like that, guys, 5 kills without dying with the weapon you're trying to get the Bloodthirsty for. Now I'm just going to show you that lovely copper camo for a different weapon this time, which is the ice pick. And I'm just going to show you the gold camo that you can earn and the diamond and the chrome once you have earned all the challenges and unlocked all the challenges. But hopefully I've helped you today, guys, in reminding the rules of Bloodthirstys. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.